Hello, everybody. My name is Liam Collins, otherwise known as a trippy boy. And this video, and I am not AI, although I do look strange. Anyways, um, this is a message to Wendigoon, the YouTuber Wendigoon. This might seem kind of cringe, but I don't think it is actually. This is just a petition, I guess, or just me talking to you, if you're ever watching this. With what's happening in the world and America, I think it would be good for you to use your incredible power and influence and money. Not really. I mean, just mainly your incredible influence and power, because you do have a lot of that. There's no doubt, you know, to make some sort of videos or something like that. And you come to mind because it seems like every day in America there's something that's happening that fits one of your videos. Like, it seems like every single day or week in America it's like I'm watching a script to a YouTube to a Wendigoon video right in my feed, in my eyeballs. So this is just and because I don't see, it's so weird and disheartening how how crucial and like how emergency like things are starting to become, or exposing themselves to be, I guess, especially to the younger generation. And Wendigoon, I think you are made up mostly of the younger generation, I would guess, most of your viewers. And it seems like nobody is talking about it. Nobody really, no celebrity, no YouTuber really, no YouTuber that isn't already known as like a political whatever the fuck. But it seems it's extremely disheartening to see YouTubers that I admire in a way, I guess, and them pretending like nothing is wrong in their YouTube videos. And that's it's like they're in on it, you know. They all have a reason for why they are not addressing these things that are happening in America and in the world in general. I mean, and I get that there's a lot of I'm filled with propaganda myself, and I'm filled with the algorithms, for sure. And I don't have a clear view of reality. But I mean, it's not to the point where artificial intelligence is completely indistinguishable from actual real footage. You can clearly see, and there's real things happening, not only in America but all over the world. And YouTubers who, and I'm really about YouTube especially, because YouTubers don't seem like they are controlled as much. They seem YouTubers just as a concept. YouTubers, and I grew up on YouTube. Since I was born 2009. I think YouTube came out 2006. I was I watched YouTube probably since I was 0 years old. It's 1 years old, 0 years old. I've always been watching YouTube. And to see nobody that I really look up to talk about any of this, when like a few years ago everybody that I looked up to or watched would be all up in arms about something that is, compared to now, so incredibly small and not meaningful and not damaging. Like, you compare the things that all sorts of YouTubers used to talk about and come together on. Like I'm thinking of Corey Kenshin. When he made the video, it was titled YouTube Racism and Favoritism, I think. And then all of the YouTubers, all of the gaming YouTubers, all the other YouTubers came together and made their own videos and made their own talked about it and addressed the issues. And YouTube racism and favoritism compared to the issues that we have in the world, and even greater issues than YouTube racism and favoritism that we have on YouTube now, it is like the meter is so above that. I don't know, hopefully that made some type of sense. And nobody really is talking about it, and it's like I feel so fucking scared, and like I've been stabbed. And I don't mean this to be like oh, YouTubers should have spoke up so I can get my opinions from them. I mean it like the people themselves as people should have spoken up about something that's been happening in the past 3 months. There should have been, and to act like there's nothing wrong going on, to make no videos or no rare social media posts, to act like it's not, to act like things are normal or the same as things have been in the past few years, is incredibly it's just, it's so worrying to me, you know? Hold on. And it's the thing that is so confusing to me is, why does it seem, number one, there's two things. Number one, why does it seem so sudden that nobody is talking about anything anymore on YouTube? None of the people that I used to watch. And now I have to search I have to search for new people that are actually speaking out in any way about the extreme issues going on. I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm saying that, why is it that the normal people aren't talking about anything anymore? The people that used to make gaming videos or skit videos, so rarely talking about this whole thing going on. That's number one. Number two is just one aspect of what's going on that is one aspect of the issues and of the incredible dangers and uncertainty and threats to humans and people and the people of America and the world. one of the big issues of that is sort of like encompasses everything else in parts as well, and especially YouTubers, is artificial intelligence. And why is so little YouTubers talking about that at all, it seems? Why? It is artificial intelligence is something that if not if the people who will get affected by it, which is the YouTubers number one, if those people stay quiet and proceed as if nothing is going on, proceed as if everything is safe, and you don't speak up about it, then it won't get solved. There's no chance, or very little chance. You are the ones that are, and me, I want to be a YouTuber so bad. I grew up on YouTube. I grew up on this. It's what I dreamed. It's my dream. And the YouTubers are an inspiration to me. So to have none of the YouTubers that I used to watch or mostly watch speak up about it, very like little at all, is it seems like I'm in another reality. It seems like everybody is in on it, you know? It seems like everybody is intentionally not speaking out about it so that it can come and destroy them. That's just the AI part too. That may be the biggest issue, but that's just one part of the overall incredible problems and issues and big things going on. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? Why is this happening? Why is nobody speaking out? Is everybody a double agent? Was everybody already captured or cloned or corrupted or killed or compromised? And now this is all just part of the plan. Nobody powerful, nobody influential right now is speaking out about it. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? And there's also good things about it. There's also good things about it too. There's also good things about people with influence and people who are of the demographic that's going to get destroyed incredibly. Maybe, and people who everybody watches and everybody finds entertaining or insightful. There's also some good in that the important people, the influential people, are not speaking out about it and are, I guess, in on it or in on it without knowing or too scared for some reason. And the good thing is that people are now, they are getting scared, which is good on one hand and bad on the other. They're feeling alone, which is good on one hand, bad on the other. And people are starting to feel like these YouTubers, these celebrities, these whatever, who are all so extremely rich and influential and has so many assets, these people are not speaking out about anything that's going on. Maybe they don't care about us. Maybe I have to do my own research. Maybe I have to come to conclusions myself. Maybe it's so fucking scary. But maybe these people aren't on my side, and I should not blindly follow these people. That is the good thing. That is, I feel like that is a good thing that is coming from people like wendigoons and gaming YouTubers and all these other YouTubers. Extreme cowardice and weakness. I feel like that is the good thing. But fuck, man. I don't think that I think everybody knows that how bad this is and how dangerous the world is getting, America is getting, and that we are in the end game. And I think that could be why the people that actually have something right now are being so cowardly. Maybe it's because they're so scared right now. Maybe it's because people like Wendigoon and like Jacksepticeye and Mark. All these people. Maybe it's because they're so scared of losing it because they just so recently gained power. So maybe they are just in a state of autopilot. But the common people, the people who really have to suffer with this right now, the people who really don't have anybody speaking out about this that they can trust, that they know, that they've been watching, the common people, the people, they don't have anything. We don't have anything. I mean, we have tremendous opportunities and assets and things at our disposal. We have so much, but we don't have that level of... Most of us don't have that level of money and influence and power. So we're the ones that are in a state of fight or flight and in a state of panic. Right now. Because we don't have much, we don't have as much to lose that we YouTubers are a new thing, you know. It's been 20 years, but that's a relatively new thing. So they've recently gained a lot of power. So maybe that's why they're just scared of losing it. And that is a little bit understandable. I'm not sure though. I don't know, but I'm sure that we have to do something though. We have to do something. There has to be some type of... I mean, I'm working in my own... I'm working and I'm researching and I'm planning a lot right now. And maybe it won't work out. It's certainly not... What I'm planning is certainly not violent. It's certainly not against the law. But and maybe it won't work out. Maybe it won't help people a little bit. Maybe it won't. But now we are in a time where we are so close to losing the freedoms that we have. And I mean everybody. And I mean the comedy people, the YouTubers, the celebrities, what's left of the celebrities, what's left of the celebrities that are alive and still themselves. This is the end game. And we have to fight. And I'm not talking about just violence. I'm not talking about like full-on revolution. I'm talking about building power and building leverage and planning and physical connections with your community, physical talks, physical planning with your community. I'm talking about gaining leverage, gaining power. There are so many different permits that you can... that are available in the United States, whether it be there's hundreds of permits with hunting, fishing, business, protest permits, firearm permits, different types of driving, different types of truck driving, long truck driving. There's so many different types of things that we need. We are in the late stages of being able to gain these small pieces of leverage as individuals and as a community. What we need to do is inspire people and inspire community to take physical action towards growing and protecting and empowering each other. That is it. And I wish and I pray that YouTubers, before it's too late, which it may already be, I don't think it's too late, but it may, but before it's too late, that YouTubers, despite the possible fears and despite the possible pushback and despite the possible threats or knowledge that they have that the normal people don't, despite that, I hope and I pray and I wish that before it's too late, more people like Wendigoon, more people like Jacksepticeye, more people like Markiplier, like Corey Kenshin, like Dashi. I'm talking about these people who are not the not political channels, not so no funnish channels, but entertainment channels sort of, but commonish people. No agendas that we can see for the most part. I'm talking about relatable people on YouTube and on the internet. I hope and I pray that you people with incredible amounts of influence and power and notoriety and wealth and outreach, I hope that you use that very, very soon while you still can and while it still matters. So that's the video. I love you. I love everybody watching this video. I hope I pray that the families and everybody in Iran and all the victims in Iran and all the troops on American Iran, I hope all the countries and all the people in all the countries and all the people in the world, whether it be Russia or Israel or America or Iran or China, North Korea, I hope everybody, whether you have what sort of political beliefs you have, or what sort of things you have done, or what sort of crimes you have committed, or atrocities that you've committed, I hope that everybody has an amazing life, death, and afterlife, filled with peace, love, joy, serenity, clarity, openness, happiness, soulfulness, godliness, cleanliness, healthiness, purity, good energy, positive energy, everything good, and all my love. Amen. Amen. I love you. Power to the people. Goodbye.